Hi, I'm Taina with Honeybyt, sweet wisdom, where I condense the knowledge that I have collected over the years into sweet and nourishing information. Honeybyt means honey by Taina. Today's Honeybyt is about the talk of Simon Sinek called Why Leaders Eat Last. It's all about the chemicals in our body that are responsible for our feeling. The human animal is like a machine. In our bodies are chemicals that get us to behave a certain way so that it's in our best interest. All feelings are chemically produced. The happiness chemicals are endorphin, dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. Endorphin and dopamine are the selfish chemicals, meaning you do not need anybody else to achieve them. To remember the four chemicals, you can use the acronym ETSO, or as I prefer it, DOSE, your dose of happiness, DOS. First up, endorphins. Endorphins are here to mask the pain. And in that regard, think of a marathon runner. Think about that high that masks the pain of all of the strained muscle. The cave background to this chemical, because there's always a cave background, is that you hunt for food, but you forget the pain that you experienced during that hunt because you need to go out there the next day. Endorphin is a good system for the group. Dopamine, you get it when you find something that you were looking for. You get it when you achieve something, when you cross something off your to-do list. That's why it's so important to write your goals down so that you can check them off, so you can get a hit of the dopamine. That's why you should have your vision board or your action board, because we are visual creatures. We have to be able to see what we try to achieve. The big downside of dopamine is that it's highly addictive. Alcohol, sex, gambling, your cell phone, all of those are highly addictive. They can destroy relationships. Dopamine addicts, anybody addicted to drugs or a substance, will sacrifice their relationships to get to the next dopamine kick, to get to the next high. Dopamine is destructive when it's not in balance. And endorphins and dopamine, you can get by yourself. Do a race and check something off your to-do list, and you took care of these two happiness chemicals. Yet, if you're looking for any feeling of fulfillment or love, you need serotonin and you need oxytocin. Serotonin is the chemical for the leadership. It's your pride chemical. And that's why we have award shows or graduations, because if you are getting acknowledged, then you will get a kick of serotonin. And also your family in the audience will get a kick of serotonin. Confidence goes up and relationships are strengthened. You can trick serotonin with the display of status. That's why all of the brand names, guess what? They're on the outside and not on the inside, so that you get a boost of serotonin by showing off your status. However, it's just a trick because it doesn't implement relationships. Serotonin is for our social contract. Oxytocin is the best chemical of all. It's the chemical of love, of feeling comfortable. It's responsible for your feeling of safety, your feeling of trust. That's why hanging out with friends, even if it's just to watch TV, is so beneficial for us. Physical contact is so important. Shaking hands, hugging, kissing, all releases oxytocin. And it enables trust between two parties, like shaking hands on a deal. We get that burst of oxytocin and that burst of trust, because business and relationships, they're not rational. They're emotional. They are about the feeling of safety and the feeling of trust. We release oxytocin by being generous. And the more generous we are, the more oxytocin we want to produce. And being generous with your time or with your energy towards somebody else will make them feel the oxytocin. And also bystanders or witnesses that see the act of kindness, they also will get that hit of oxytocin. Oxytocin inhibits addictive behaviors. It boosts the immune system. It keeps you healthy. And best of all, it is not addicted. Connect more. Do not use email for an emotional exchange. Pick up the phone, or even better, do it in person. Show the other party that you care. And oxytocin inhibits cortisol, the stress hormone, a chemical that is responsible for nervousness, for stress, for anxiety. It keeps us on our toes. It keeps us alive and paranoid. And it's very beneficial if you just receive small bursts of cortisol. Heart rate goes up. It turns off growth in your system. So nails, hair is not growing when you drip cortisol. Also, the immune system is being turned down. And if you are living in constant cortisol environment, your body will pay the price for it. The reason that AA is so highly successful is to help somebody go through the same process that you have done. So it creates oxytocin and it creates serotonin. So they win. Thank you so much for watching this Honeybyt, my little doses of wisdom. I hope you'll be inspired, and please subscribe. Thank you.